Have you ever stopped to think about what the lungs of the planet really are? It's a phrase we hear all the time, right? Well, today, we're going to take a trip to be actual places, the massive ecosystems that are literally breathing life into our world.
So, what are the real lungs of our planet? The thing is, it's not just one single place. It's a whole global network of incredible sprawling forests. And in this breakdown, we're going to get to know three of the absolute biggest players.
First up, the undisputed titan, the Amazon rainforest. I mean, we've all heard the name, but trying to actually wrap your head around its scale is, well, it's almost impossible. This is a legendary place, stretching across 9 different countries in South America. All right, next, we're heading over to the heart of Africa, to the second largest rainforest on the entire planet, the colossal Congo Basin. It's this vast, sprawling wilderness that might not be as famous as the Amazon, but believe me, it is just as vital for the planet's health. And for our final giant, we're going somewhere totally unique. A stunning forest that actually thrives where the rivers meet the sea, the Sundarbans mangrove forest. This isn't your typical rainforest. It's a completely different kind of ecosystem with a powerful story of its own. Now look, these aren't just 3 random forests we picked out of a hat. They are 3 absolute giants. And as we're about to see, their well-being is completely tied to the health of our entire planet. Okay, so let's really get to know these forests. What is it that gives each one its own unique personality? Let's dive in and take a look at what makes these giants tick. This is a great little snapshot, kind of like the tail of the tape before a big fight. You've got the Amazon, a massive tropical rainforest clocking in at 5.5 million square kilometers, just known for its sheer mind-boggling scale. Then there's the Congo Basin, also a rainforest, Africa's powerhouse. But then you have the Sundarbans, and it's in a class all its own, the world's largest mangrove forest, acting as this vital shield for the coast. And to really get a handle on the Amazon size, just look at this. It makes up more than half, over 50% of all the rainforests left on Earth. It's not just a forest, it's practically a continent-sized ecosystem. Okay, now let's jump over to the Congo Basin. And yeah, the Amazon is number 1, but don't sleep on the Congo. It's an absolute giant, covering an incredible 300 million hectares. To give you some perspective, that's an area bigger than the entire country of Argentina. It is the undisputed second largest rainforest in the world. And this is what makes the Sundarbans so unique. It's not just big, it's the world's biggest mangrove forest. This is a totally special kind of ecosystem, one that thrives in that brackish water, right between freshwater rivers and the salt water of the sea. It literally forms a natural shield for the coastline. But it's not just about how big they are. These forests are absolutely bursting with an almost unbelievable variety of life, a true kaleidoscope of life. So now, let's explore the incredible biodiversity that makes these places so vibrant. The numbers here are just wow. Get ready for this. The Amazon is home to an estimated 16,000 different species of trees. The Congo Basin, it's got over 10,000 species of plants. And in the Sundarbans, scientists have counted at least 453 different species of animals. Each one of these forests, it's its own little world. And it's not just a numbers game, right? It's about the incredible and unique creatures that call these forests home. The Congo Basin is the only place on Earth where you can find the elusive okapi, the peaceful bonobo, and the amazing African forest elephant. Okay, this might just be my favorite fact in this entire breakdown. The Sundarbans is the only mangrove forest on the planet that is home to the Bengal tiger. Just think about that for a second. These incredible predators have adapted to a semi-aquatic life, hunting and swimming between the islands. It's just an unbelievable display of nature's ingenuity. But, and this is a big but, for all their grandeur and all the life they hold, these giants are in serious trouble. There is a storm gathering on the horizon, and we have to look at the common threats that are putting these vital ecosystems at risk. So here's the deal. The threats are coming from 2 main directions. On one hand, you have natural hazards, and they can be powerful. Cyclone Siddhar, for example, damaged something like 40% of the Sundarbans way back in 2007. But the danger that's getting worse and worse comes from us, from human-made threats like deforestation, pollution, and just constant industrial pressure. This chart right here tells a pretty chilling story about the Congo Basin.
Between 2015 and 2019, the rate of deforestation, often driven by things like logging, it nearly doubled. The speed of the destruction is actually getting faster.
And that industrial pressure, it just never lets up. We're talking about agricultural clearing in the Amazon, specific disasters like the huge 2014 oil spill in the Sundarbans, or even the controversial proposal for the Rampal power station right nearby. These activities are a direct and very real danger. So this all leads to the biggest question of all. Why does any of this matter to us, no matter where we live on the planet? Why their fate is our fate? Let's really understand the deep, unbreakable connection we have to these forests.
Well, it really all comes down to this one critical idea, the carbon sink. It's pretty simple, really. A carbon sink is just a natural environment that sucks up more carbon dioxide from the air than it puts out. And these forests, they are the best carbon sinks we've done. Period. Let's go back to the Congo Basin for a second. The forests there hold about 8% of all the carbon stored in the world's forests. But here's the hidden gem. It's peatlands. These are these huge areas of wet, boggy soil, and they store a mind-blowing 30 billion tons of carbon. That's the same as 20 years of fossil fuel emissions from the entire United States, just locked away safely under the forest.
And if you really want to understand the stakes, just listen to this. If deforestation continues like it is now in the Democratic Republic of Congo, just that one country, by 2050, it could release about the same amount of CO2 as the United Kingdom has in the last 60 years. The consequences of losing these places are absolutely global.
So this is where we land. These three giants, the Amazon, the Congo Basin, the Sundarbans, they're a massive part of the global system that gives us the very air we breathe and keeps our climate stable. They are working for us, for all of us, every single day. The real question we have to start asking ourselves is, what happens when they can't?